I can't remember where I was. Let's just start again. Hey guys, it's Geoff, and I feel like pork ribs for lunch tomorrow. I reckon, yes,
Okay.
This is so good.
Oh.
Great comical input. Thanks for that. I'll just continue on. I feel like pork ribs for lunch, so I'm going to give it a little... I got nothing. I got nothing. I legit got nothing. Hang on.
Just get on with it then.
Hey guys, it's Geoff, and tonight slash tomorrow, I'm going to show you how to make foolproof pork ribs. My new favourite way to make pork ribs. We're going to be on the Kamado, and we're going to be in the Sous Vide, and they're going to cook while we sleep. It's epic. The kids are screaming. It's time for bed. It's bloody sleep time at the zoo.
It's great time
but we're
for
gonna
a
get
video.
this shit done.
It's great.
And we're going to do it for you. We're doing it for you.
For who?
We're doing it for you.
Oh, the people. Not you.
Let's get on with this shit. Alright, so pork spare ribs. These are St. Louis cut, of which I have done because Yazzo complains about anything meaty and bony and what have you, and so the rib tips she doesn't really like. So I've St. Louis cut these. If you don't know how to do that, you've got that big kind of flappy bit, that big bit on the top. Just grab the longest bone and cut them to the longest bone, and then that's basically it. We're going to get this done real quick. This is a weeknighter slash weekdayer, and I'm going to hoover these for lunch tomorrow. So, easy stuff. I'm not even going to bother with a slurry. We're just going to go with, or we should say, meat church gospel. Good stuff. A good mix of sweet and heat and salt. And we'll just get a bunch of that on there. Give it a flip. Oh, Yazzo, I forgot to take the bloody membrane off. The worst job. Hang on. I bloody hate this job, and I'm no good at it. I'm no good at it, and it's going to be embarrassing, but we're going to give it... Oh, I might get lucky. There's a little bit on the end. Maybe it's going to play nice. Come on, baby. Oh, nearly. Nearly. See, meat, Yazzo, you're no good with meat at all. This is one of my better attempts. Generally, I am just shit at this. I'm no good at... I just need to hand in my man card because I'm no good at it. All right. So
No good at pulling the skin off your meat. The opportunity was there, so I
give it a bit of a
I stumbled.
Give it a bit of a season. Now I am going to do one more thing. I am going to do one more thing. Benjamin, stay there and be quiet because I'm blah blah blah. See this bone that's hanging out here? I mean, I'm going to remove that because that is just going to burn up and probably puncture my sous vide bag, which is not good. So we're just going to cut that off. All right, so we're done. Give that a bit more of a... All right, that's it. So, what we're gonna do now, an hour to 90 minutes in the smoker. We've got the Kamado running at 275 degrees Fahrenheit, or 125, 130 Celsius. I'll put it on the screen. It's bog standard temps. But what we're gonna do after that, I'm gonna pull it inside, and then we're gonna get it on the sous vide. 75 degrees for 12 hours while we sleep. Not that I get 12 hours sleep, because I just don't. But let's just go. Come on, come on. Let's go. Come on. Oh, we're on. Oh. Where the hell are you? I've got some apple wood running in here as well. Apple pork, beautiful. And we're just going to get these on the smoker, on the lovely Kamado. And by the time they're done, it'll be dark out here. So I don't even know why I'm saying that. I don't have much tonight. I think the kids and the work and
Don't blame the kids.
all the things. Anyway, we'll be back in 90 minutes. Okay, so I left it on for about 75, 80 minutes. I've let it cool down for about 30, 40 minutes, so it's nice and cool now. Kind of warm to the touch, but not really. You don't want to be putting this or trying to put this in the bag when it's hot. So I've got a good amount of smoke on here. A little bit of colour. Of course, it's not going to look like a normal, kind of smoked rack of ribs because we've only had it on there for 90 minutes, but this is going to turn out epic. So got some sage, thyme, butter, and a couple of the kind of white ends of spring onion for a little bit of flavour. And we're just going to pop that into a vac bag. Just like that. And you can follow me into the butler's pantry, Yasmin, the galley. This little section over here.
Oh, my ears are itchy.
That's
How do you scratch your ears?
that's great.
Don't you make that noise?
No, come on. All right, so we just want to vac the air out of this guy. Just like that. Okay, so that's nicely sealed up, and we're just going to pop that into a...
I don't want to see my reflection in the window because I'm in my pajamas.
Let me come across like this. Jesus, woman.
I'm wearing a Beetlejuice t-shirt.
Look, we can just put the blind down like this. Look, see? There you go. Look, because we've got a blind in here
Freedom,
and everything.
freedom.
And school clothes
Yeah,
and stuff.
right.
Why are they in here, by the way? Okay, let's start again. So that's nicely vacked up, and we've got an over at 75 degrees Celsius. I'll put the Fahrenheit conversion on the screen for those of you who need it. It's 10:45 at night, so I'm going to put this to bed, and this is going to be ready for lunchtime. Somewhere between 10 to 12 hours is fine. If you get impatient, 10 hours is good. More time, more tenderness is basically the way that rolls. But generally anywhere between 10 and 12 hours is fine. So, pop the lid. And send that guy in for a swim. Now what you might find sometimes is the bag floats. So I just use a pair of tongs or something to weigh the bag down just for safety's sake. So I'm just going to pop that in there across the ribs like that. Put it like that. And that just will make sure that it doesn't float on me. Put my rack in for a little bit of extra safety so it can't come above the level of the water, which is right there. Lid on. And that's it. We are done. And that's it, pretty much. 12 hours, and we're eating ribs for lunch. Time for bed. Time for bed.
Yay.
Okay, next day. So I've just taken these out of the water bath. Come around here, Yost, to the pan, and we'll heat on. And what I want to do is just drain the bag juice out of each of these, and we're going to use that to make a bit of a glazing sauce. So just tip that into the pan like that. So we just cut this out of the bag. What we want to do is just clean this, the herbs and stuff off the surface, so take those off. They've done their job now, without kind of scraping all of the seasoning off or what have you. It doesn't matter if there's a little bit left behind, but that's just going to burn up when I sear this off shortly. So I've got the barbecue preheated on high. I've got the sauce reducing in the background. Once the barbecue's up to temperature, we'll be able to get these on and sear them off, and we can apply our glazing sauce, which we'll make now. So come around the other side again, Yazoo. And what I want to do with my very hungry caterpillar bowl is you'll see with the bag juices, you often get a little bit of that foamy stuff that comes up as you're reducing it. So what I do is just kind of skim that off like that. Okay, no real recipe. What to this? This is quite salty, so I don't want to add any extra salt, but I'm going to add a little bit of barbecue sauce to that, and a little bit of ketchup, and some honey. And a little bit of Worcester sauce. And what we want to do is just stir that around. You can see that's starting to slowly thicken up already. And this is going to be the sauce that we use to baste and glaze the ribs when we put it onto the barbecue to char them up on the outside. So taste this as you go. If you decide it needs a little bit more sweetness, because it just depends on a few factors. But generally, as I said, it's salty enough out of the bag because I already seasoned it. So it depends what seasoning you use in the first place. Sometimes you might like this a little bit sweeter, whereby you can add some more honey, or you can add some brown sugar if you like. I've tasted this now, and I don't think it really needs to be any sweeter. I'm pretty happy with it the way it is. If you like them a little bit, your sauce is a little bit more vinegary, add a little bit of, rice wine vinegar, sherry vinegar, or what have you, to it as well. Taste, and you be the judge. I think that's pretty much thick enough now as a glaze. We'll turn that off, and let's get outside. Okay, barbecue's nice and hot. We want to go meat side down first. And I like to just give the backside a little kickstart with the glaze first of all, and I want to just do kind of 60 seconds, give it a twist. 60 seconds, give it a twist. Turn it. No real. Shut that down for a second. No real. Strict rules. It's really about what does it look like, and just keep turning it and basting it, turning it and basting it until you're happy with the colour pretty much, and then we're good to eat. And there I is. As she gives me the finger. That's lovely. To the man of your life. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. So yeah, just give it a little twist. We're just aiming for good colour on both sides, really. And same again, we just give this a touch of sauce, glaze it up. These have turned out like mad. That's cheers. Not too close, it's gonna be weird.
To have a look at the meat.
Dude, it's so good. how can you go wrong with something that cooks while you sleep? You just... and falls apart when you eat it. 1 second, please. Okay, before we wrap up, a couple things. Firstly, if you don't have to smoke them beforehand. It just adds a little bit more depth of flavor into the ribs themselves. You can just put them on sous vide and then chuck them in the barbecue. Of course, you could also do them on a grill plate in your kitchen. You can also cook them on a gas grill or a flame grill. None of that stuff matters. The sauce doesn't matter. All it is the long water bath, which gives them, you know, tenderness that is foolproof, really, at the end of the day. So it's an easy way to get them done, especially if you're doing it for a large group. It's absolutely awesome. So give it a try. Don't be a hater. If you're a barbecue freak, don't be a hater. Sous vide's your friend, and it can absolutely help you. Yaz has got to go back to work and he's giving me greasies in the finger, so we'll end this one and we'll see you on the next one. Cheers.